This is Geometry Unit 10, Day 2 homework, page 822. Number 7, we're supposed to find the volume. So we're looking at this shape. We see a triangle and it's repeated throughout the shape, so I know it's a triangular prism. So to calculate the volume of a prism, I need to figure out the base area times the height. Well, the base area, the capital B, is the area of a triangle. Well, we know the area of the triangle is half a base times height, and the base and the height have to be perpendicular to each other. Well, here they do have two sides of the triangle that are perpendicular to each other. So we can call one side the base and one side the height of the triangle. So we have half of 7 times 10, which comes out to be 35 inches squared. That's the area of the one base. Now that's the triangle. Then we repeat that triangle all the way through to the other triangle, and that's a length of 5. So volume is going to equal 35 times 5. Comes out to be 175 inches cubed. For number 8, we have a rectangular prism. Because we have a rectangle and it's being repeated all the way through the shape. You could look at that from most any direction, but it's being repeated throughout the entire shape. So the volume of this is your base times your height. We could consider the 4 and the 2 to be the area of our base, and then that's repeated throughout the height. That'd be a common way to look at this. Volume equals 4 times 2 times a 1.5. That's 8 times 1 and 8 times a half. So that's 12. So we get 12 meters cubed. So for number 10, we're looking at a cylinder. So the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared times the height. Well, that's easy because the 7 is our radius. So volume equals pi times 7 squared times 12. That gives us 49 pi times 12. That's 588 pi. That's our exact answer. And if we times that value with our calculator, we would come up with 1,847.26. And these are feet cubed because it's volume. Here we have a cylinder, but they give us a diameter of 10, which the radius makes it as 5 inches. So the volume is going to be pi r squared times the 16. So 25 times 16, 16 quarters, would be 400. So 400 times pi give us 1,256.64 inches cubed. This last one is real big. but not as tall. It's also a cylinder. It's got a circular basis. So the volume is pi r squared times the height. 26.8 squared times the height, and the height is 9.8. So 26.8 squared comes out to be 718.24 pi times the 9.8. That gives us a big answer of 7,038.75. And if we want the rounded to the nearest hundredth, then we multiply that by our pi, gives us a value of 22,112.89. These units are centimeters, so that's cubed because it's volume. For number 13, we're looking to see what's wrong with how the book solved number 13. And they used the formula for a circle of this right cylinder to be 2 pi r. Well, that's the problem. 2 pi r is the circumference. That's not area of a circle. So when we calculate this, we want to be sure to use pi r squared times h. The r is supposed to be 4 and the height 3. So we're going to get 16 times 3, which is 48 pi. And these units are feet cubed. Number 14. For number 14, we have dimensions of 11, 7, and 3. Now, it really wouldn't matter which we put where. I put 11 on the longest side, 7 on the medium side, and 3 on the shortest side. It doesn't matter really how you drew it. But to find the volume, you need to find the area of the base. So this time, just to be different, I'll call this side the area. So 7 times 3. And then we repeat that all the way through the shape. So that's 11. So to calculate the value of our 7 times 3 times 11, 231. These units are feet. So this is feet cubed because it's volume. For number 15, we're supposed to find the value of x. We know that the volume is 1,000, so we need to calculate what x would be to make a volume of 1,000. Well, we know that the volume is the area of the base, which would be x, times the height. So the volume is x cubed of this cube. 1,000 is supposed to be the volume, so we're going to take the cubed root of x cubed and cubed root of 1,000. That gives us 10, because 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 more is 1,000. So these would be inches. Number 16. This seems to be a little bit more slanted. I believe this cheese is supposed to be at a 90-degree angle. It's not super clear. So, we know the numbers are 5, 9, and are unknown, with the volume being 45 centimeters cubed. Well, to calculate the volume, we need to know the area of this base, which is a triangle. So half of 5 times 9 times the depth, which is the distance between those two, which is x. So if we have 45, five times 9 is 45. So I'm going to multiply by 2 to get 90. Divide by the 45 to get 2. So x would have to be 2 to make this one work out.